Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. I did want to make this one last video here, as the collab itself, the first ever collaboration to hit Street Fighter Duel, is basically coming to a close very soon. This event will be over, and that'll be it. That'll be your only chance. We believe that you can ever obtain Monster Hunter Ken. We don't know the future if it is where it comes back again, where you can actually get him for another chance, or however that works, we don't know. But at this moment in time, this is the only collab that we currently have in the game. But beyond that, there is still one more collaboration left, and you know about this most likely because it has been floating around billions of times. It is in fact the Devil May Cry collaboration with Dante. Yes, an absolutely W character, absolutely W collaboration, though the thing is, yeah, if we base what happened here, it most likely will be that you should not be hyped for that collaboration at all. Today, I wanted to give you all the information, round it off in one last video, so that at least it is known that if this collaboration does roll around, that you at least have your expectations tamed. So again, even if you didn't quit for this one, that might cause you to quit. And knowing them, they would release this collab in like the next 3 to 4 months. I wouldn't doubt it, just because while the game's still picking up steam, it's the best time to drop it and the best time to make the most money. But again, I don't know when it's going to release, though I do know how it's going to release if they structure it how they structure with this one. We do have a few confirmations and a few things to go over. So today, let's talk about it. Hopefully I can round out this information in a pretty good manner. Let's jump into it. Also, like and subscribe. Helps out massively. First off, the next banner is going to be Akuma. The funniest thing is, and the funniest thing that will ever stand, is we don't even know if this is going to be for gems. Currently, you saw what Monster Hunter Ken was. It wasn't a gemmed banner. It was fully a either get a few free summons and that's it, or just pay money. That was it. No other in between. The in-game currency was basically useless. That's how that was. For this, all we know right now is basically what this message gives you. I have no answer. This is again the community manager. I have no answer to the Akuma thing and what is even coming, but your gems are not useless. I can assure you on that. That is all we know. So even the community manager didn't give us an idea of how this banner, how this event is going to be structured. All you're stuck with is knowing that he is next, but we still don't know if he's going to be for gems or how they're even going to structure the banner. So you'll have to wait on this one to where it creates that idea of, are they just going to really make each character something paywalled or just screw you in some way? We don't know, but we'll have to wait and see, so stay tuned for that. Now again, as mentioned, this is the collaboration. This is Dante. If you don't know what Devil May Cry is, educate yourself, go find out about the game. It is absolutely, so if you've played Devil May Cry, you know it's a great game. It's like, this is an endless memes too. If you haven't seen it, like the game side of it, you have to at least see some of the memes. Like, literally, I think that this game is memed so many times, so you should have at least seen that, right? But that is Dante for you. Absolutely a really cool collaboration. This is artwork. This is what the event looks like, kind of. So a similar way of how this event we currently have is structured. It's literally the same thing, right? You have the different currencies here. I'm guessing you have the boss right here. I think that's the boss. You have, I don't know what each one is. I didn't translate this, but most likely it's like hunt, shop, whatever. Like this is the van, maybe the supplies and stuff like that. But this is what it looks like here. You have the glory prize, the leaderboards, the tasks or whatever, all that stuff. So it is very similar. And most likely how this was handled, it'll be the same way for global. You can see the screen is very similar and almost identical. It's the same type of event menu. So keep in mind that that's kind of how they're going to structure it, but I will share the confirmation later on. This is what it looks like in game when you get like the when you pull the character or whatever. It looks again really nice. Dante is just a great character, bro. He's a great character. So literally having him to be a paywalled character is gonna like ruin my day, but it's gonna happen most likely. So again, there's only one collaboration we know of, right? There's only one collaboration left unless they release more on different versions or we have a global first. So it honestly, if you don't really care for Devil May Cry, don't worry about this. Just ignore it and don't get hyped for external events like this one, but get hyped for Akuma or just any other character that releases that is the main Street Fighter cast, because they shouldn't, hopefully, get paywalled. Okay? Now again, this video would be poorly timed when Akuma drops and they paywall him too. So I'm hoping they don't do that. Otherwise, hey. Huge L, huge L. When it comes to collabs though, what we also know on this one, and this was the message that was sent originally. Now, the community manager that sent this message had said a lot of various things afterwards, and when I went back to get the message, the community manager was banned. So I don't know what happened, but is no longer a community manager. What was said was this: since these collaborations are rare, it is fair to assume that the events are specifically for special collaborations will be monetary events, meaning these events, they're special, they deserve to be paid for money, right? So if you want to actually enjoy them, better open that wallet, spread them bucks out, good to go. So that's what was said. Monster Hunter Ken was viewed in the same way, but this is a special case since free-to-play should be able to participate in the very first event, and this was in response to you getting a free copy. Okay, so again, it isn't really that it's confirmed that Dante is going to be the same way, though it most likely will be. Okay, the initial way where we got the 10 free shards, that was never planned to be. It was the updated way for them to fix it to the community. You weren't going to get Monster Hunter Ken. I know people will say otherwise, and they're like, no, you would have. You just had to wait. You shouldn't have complained. You caused all this bull crap for nothing. You have to understand that there were a lot of changes that were made that made this collaboration a lot less free-to-play friendly on this version, which was a super L. But Dante will be the same way. Exactly how this collaboration will stand, I'm telling you now, it most likely will be the case where it's the same way, okay? And from the messages that have been shot out by the community managers, it also puts that idea that just don't be hyped for the collaborations, okay? There's only one even collaboration, which is Dante, which I understand you're going to be mad over it. I'm going to join you. I really like Devil May Cry, but I am hoping that if they do the similar fake pity, if you will, where around 20 to 30 you guarantee it. Again, people are saying 13, but it's not exactly guaranteed at 13, but around 20 to 30 you will get one. So if it is the case, you only got to spend like $5-10, then maybe people will be okay with it. Like, they enjoyed the game, like, oh, all right, I'll throw some bucks into it. But still, to actually make the character useful and all of that, it's better just to save for other characters. That's how it is, right? Some games screw you on collaborations. This one just screwed you even more when it came to collaborations. But the thing is, just I would save for regular characters, build them out. If you want the character for collection and that's it, go for the character for collection, and then just move about your day, right? So again, they did say this is the specialty one because it was the first one. They allowed you to slide, but in the future, it looks like you can basically expect it to be the same way. So keep that in mind. And again, one last time, I will mention this one more time, but you know this, right? And this has been pushed out enough that you at least understand this as fact. This was said clearly. So this was the message we got. Basically, it was like the community manager saying this, that stop comparing us to CN, stop comparing us to Taiwan. We are going to do our own thing, right? This game has already done so much of their own thing where it's pretty kind of obvious that they wanted to. Global is handled very differently than the other versions. So again, if you do get hyped for something that exists on CN or Taiwan, you have to know that there's a very high chance you are setting yourself up for failure. I'm not blaming you, but I'm just saying that yes, you're gonna get screwed up if you think that way. If you're okay with understanding this is its own version, have fun with the game and continue onwards. Just know that things will change, right? Usually, it's only changed for the worse, but there could be things that change for better. I don't know, most likely not, but still, we can cope. So yes, I do see that that's what they said, and again, I still say that, why? Like, yes, they did it for money, but still, so much could have been done a lot better to at least be a little bit more friendlier, to at least open up better kind of avenues for the game. But again, they do it for money, so a lot was changed in the way that it would make them and better, generate them more money. So in the end, it just, it's kind of an L, but it is what it is, right? So in the future, just don't compare things to CN / Taiwan or whatever. Just know that things will be different, and it's been very apparent. A lot of the stuff has been different. So again, it sucks, but it is what it is. I'll make this as the last video for the Monster Hunter Ken collaboration and the overall collaboration idea. I think that's the only collaboration we'll ever get. There also could be more. Dude, they have, like, again, Capcom is a huge entity, right? You have so many things that could release in this game. Imagine Mega Man. Imagine, like, dude, there are so many. Imagine just another Devil May Cry, and you get Virgil. Imagine that, bro. There is so much Resident Evil. Imagine Resident Evil in this. You get, like, Chris Redfield, you get Jill, there's so many characters. There's so many characters you could get in this thing, which would be absolutely sick. But again, I will never be hyped for them, because if they do it the same way they did this one, I wouldn't care for it. Even though I would love these characters, and I might consider spending money, because the overall sentiment you've created around collaborations, I don't want to spend. Now, I do know people will wail and realize now, like, to get this character to be useful, you gotta get SSS. And to do that, Chief, you gotta spend how much? How much did you spend, actually? Let me just check. It was, damn, dude, just imagine. What, $400, $500 for, and that's with RNG, by the way, to get that much? Wow. Now, that's me undershooting it, too. About, like, $1,000, and then boom, you're good to go. So, it's pretty outrageous. So, I'm definitely good, but, hey, that's really it. I want to talk about that here today. I'll catch you in the next one. I will stay safe, peace, and enjoy. But again, just, stay hyped for regular Street Fighter characters. Don't really aim for collaborations, even though, imagine, with Capcom, Jill. I literally said that already, but still. Resident Evil. Mega Man. More of Devil May Cry. There's endless opportunities. Literally endless opportunities, okay? Dead Rising, imagine